Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Yep, I had to switch off the UPS because it was making noise. Alright, so we're going to be going through the news today. Alright, so let me give you guys what's happening in the crypto space. And please do make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video so that I can keep getting timely updates about crypto and blockchain. Alright, so in the news today, this is a very bullish news, and news like this makes me feel or wonder how Michael Saylor, who is the CEO of MicroStrategy, I just wonder what exactly goes through his head. So the news there says MicroStrategy to buy $500 million worth of Bitcoin. Whoa, this is big news right here. Throughout 2020, the CEO of MicroStrategy has been buying tons and tons of Bitcoin. This is his name right here, Michael Saylor. Now, while this might look stupid to some other billionaires, this might be one of the biggest moves within, this decade, or it might be one of the most stupid moves to make, right? But we'll only see the effects of all these buyings in the next couple of months or the next couple of years, when Bitcoin is worth about $100,000 or $200,000. But that's the MicroStrategy news. They've been buying tons of Bitcoin, and one of the reasons why keep getting richer is because they do what the poor don't do. Right? So when Bitcoin was going down and all, everybody was selling their Bitcoin, right, at a loss, while the rich kept buying. Right? So do what they're doing. So in some other news, Switzerland, Signum Bank gets into DeFi. Yes, you heard that right. Now, the same banks I was warning you about crypto several years ago, they started going into cryptocurrency and now into DeFi. So I'm going to read a little right here. It says Switzerland Signum Bank is launching custody and trading across a range of decentralized finance tokens, including Aave, Aragon, and Curve, Synthetic, Uniswap, and 1inch Network. This is our really bullish news, and just in case you're one of those who and you've been thinking that cryptocurrency is going to die anytime soon, I think you're getting it all wrong, because the banks are all coming in, and once the banks come in as they've come in right now, it gets even more harder to die, right? So in some other news, MicroStrategy to sell up to 1 billion. That's what we just read in the other website. This headline actually puts it better. So what MicroStrategy is doing is they are actually liquidating their shares, $1 billion worth of their shares, to buy up more Bitcoin. This is a very insane move, right, by Michael Saylor. So that's Michael Saylor right there. So in some other news, Tunisian finance minister says Bitcoin ownership could be decentralized. Could be decriminalized. Now, let me come back to this news. I posted something on Facebook the other day, and I was like, what El Salvador and what MicroStrategy CEO is doing is what most of these African countries are supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be buying up Bitcoin, right? Because most of these guys are relying on oil and the produce they make from agriculture. But that is not the future, right? If you check the top 10 billionaires today, how many of them, are dependent on oil? You see? So African countries should start buying up Bitcoin. They should start having reserve in their Bitcoin reserve, right? I just hope they're listening, and I just hope someone is listening that knows someone that can tell them. So, where is the Tunisian news? Tunisian finance minister says Bitcoin ownership should be decriminalized. Ali Kohli said in a TV interview that the arrest of a local teenager has prompted the country to rethink its crypto policy. And the same thing is actually happening in Nigeria also, where you're driving on the road and then the police meets you and then they find a cryptocurrency app in your phone. You get arrested because they feel or they see cryptocurrency as illegal. So Tunisia's Minister of Finance Ali Kohli said during a television interview over the weekend that he plans to change the country's cryptocurrency laws. You should. You guys are already getting too late. So I'm going to read a quote here. We are convinced that restraining the technology at its beginning would be a mistake. The Central Bank of Tunisia has opted for the strategic choice of positioning itself as a facilitator with the Tunisian innovation system. Right, so this is positive news right here for the people of Tunisia. Unfortunately, the African governments are, are yet to make laws like this. But good step. It's one step forward, and thank God for country like El Salvador that have already started. They've already legalized Bitcoin, and it's going to be the trend. Like I always say, we're going to see more countries start giving positive room for uh, for what for crypto and Bitcoin. So Goldman Sachs crypto trading desk expands to Ether. Now Ether is a cryptocurrency, or cryptocurrency that fuels the Ethereum blockchain. So after being critical of cryptocurrencies, right, this Goldman Sachs guy, right, actually hated cryptocurrency at the time. Right. So the Wall Street Investment Bank officially embraced Bitcoin earlier this year. Is now expanding its offerings to include Ether. So if you didn't have some Ethereum, this is the time to buy some Ethereum at, should I say 50% discount, because Ethereum got to about $4,000, $4,000. So we have 50% discount to buy some Ethereum. So I'm going to read the quotes right here. Institutional adoption will continue despite the material price correction. Right, they know it's a correction. As far as I'm concerned, these are the same guys that made the price go down. We continue to see a significant amount of interest in this space. So you're one of those thinking cryptocurrency is dying anytime soon. I think it's high time for you to change your mind. So French Football Federation launches official player NFTs with Sorare. I hope I pronounced that right. So Les Blues players and their sport stats will be tokenized on the blockchain for trading and playing in fantasy games. The whole news right here just says this football club will going into cryptocurrency and they're creating their own NFT. This is just the beginning, guys. And there was also a news was it last week or weeks ago about Binance. Binance actually officially onboarded some influential Nigerian artists into its NFT platform. Guys, this bull run hasn't started yet. Until Bitcoin hits, see all the development and all the acceptance that is coming to cryptocurrency just this past few months. And you think these guys will come into cryptocurrency and the prices will go down? No. No, we only had the correction because they needed opportunity to buy at lower prices. So if you've not considered buying crypto, you're almost getting too late. Right. So in another bullish news, I saw a news about pension. Okay, let me bring it up. So pension provider partners with Coinbase to offer 5% exposure to crypto. Now this is a bullish signal for anyone who wants to buy. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna fix something right here. 5, 2, 5. So this is a bullish news right here. Number one, for crypto, is a bullish news for crypto. Is a bullish news for Coinbase. If you've ever wanted to buy Coinbase shares, this is the perfect time to buy it, most especially now that Bitcoin has had a very huge correction, right? So pension provider, just in case you've been under the water, you don't know what pension is, it's a certain amount of money that people who have retired, they work for so many years and then they're done with working, so they get paid for not working anymore, right? So this amount of money, 5% of that money will be going into crypto, either every year or every month. So this is bullish. So we are seeing new doors open for money to come into cryptocurrency, right? So the average American may be at a structural disadvantage relative to large institutions and high net individuals, and we just don't think that is right. And that is a very smart move to move some money into crypto. So Miami real estate firm accepts crypto deposits for condos after conference. So just in case you're not aware, there was a Bitcoin conference in Miami where large and heavy crypto investors, programmers, converge in Miami, and they discuss crypto, the opportunities in cryptocurrency, most especially Bitcoin, and we've just seen one of the after effects, and this is some really super bullish news. More room for money from the real estate world to come into crypto. We still have some more news to go. $1.3 million worth of Bitcoin donated to Bitcoinhodlin charity in less than 3 weeks. This is mind blowing. And if you ever had plans of going into or maybe you have this charity program and you're not already accepting Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency, you are doing it the wrong way, right? So you need to start doing that, and it's very easy. You want to get that done, just contact me, and I will help you build your website to accept crypto. So, in the midst of all the good news, there'll always be one stupid coin that would usually pump and wreck people at the same time. So the headline says, just for those of us that are not reading or watching the screen, it said this unknown cryptocurrency sold by 164,000% in hours and only crashed to 99%. That's a real pump and dump scheme right there. So I'll usually advise people, don't just go into cryptocurrency because others are going to cryptocurrency. Make sure you get people to guide you so you don't get to put money and then lose your money. Right, so we have an academy where you can register, you can join our Signal group, where we help you to know which cryptocurrency to buy and hodl for the future, which cryptocurrency to trade every week or every day. Right, yeah, you'll find the link to the academy in the description of this video. All right, so moving on, Argentinian national soccer selection launched its official official token, which can also be converted to an NFT. So it's going to be the trend in the next couple of years, right? It's going to be the trend where we'll see football teams, we'll see companies, we'll see countries around the world launch their own NFT or cryptocurrency. So Latin American countries eye Bitcoin adoption after El Salvador passed Bitcoin law. Of course, see, it's usual. Nobody wants to copy a failure, right? After the announcement that El Salvador was going to made Bitcoin legitimate, legal tender, the real estate search or interest in El Salvador rose by over 5,000%. What does that also mean? That means that wealth and influential people around the world will start moving towards El Salvador. And of course, other countries will be jealous and will want to, jump into that space to see how they can get their own share of Bitcoin or influential people so that the economy can rise also, right? It's a good thing. And unfortunately, this is something that African countries are supposed to be doing, but they are not doing so. So in the last news for us today, Bitcoin remittances to El Salvador surged by over 300% ahead of BTC becoming legal tender. El Salvador is the country of the year for crypto, right? So if you're in the government or you know someone who works in the government and you're in Africa, please let them know this is something they're supposed to be doing. El Salvador made Bitcoin legal and they are reaping hugely from that. Every sector in El Salvador is experiencing a hit right now because huge traffic, the hotels are going to get more money because new tourists are coming in, right? The real estate is going to be booming. Every sector of the economy will boom as a result of this news right here. Alright guys, that's what I have for you guys today. Please do make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. See ya.